Hello and welcome to the Beat 'em Up Wrestling WWE Clash of Champions Gold Rush 2020 edition.
Forgot about
live,
that show.
live from the Thunderdome. Every belt will be defended except for the women's tag team because of
And well, no, Bailey did. Yeah, tag
yeah,
team for
yep,
undisclosed reasons that they haven't really announced yet.
yeah. We'll find
Because
out tomorrow. They said
they
they're gonna
weren't
tell.
clear to wrestle.
Yep, they're gonna talk about it tomorrow on Raw. So get right into it, or
Yeah,
do you? Yeah. All right.
yeah.
So we do the kickoff show. It is the SmackDown Tag Team Championship between Cesaro and Shinsuke Nakamura, the current champions, against Lucha House Party, Lince Dorado, and Kalisto.
I thought this match was actually pretty good. I'm happy. What the hell was that slurp for? It almost looked like you were throwing shade. No, don't throw shade. It had Shinsuke in it.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
come
all right.
on. The match was not that bad. It was actually at who was it? It was from Lucha House Party. It was Kalisto, was it right?
Kalisto and Lince
Yeah,
Dorado.
he was pretty ripped up. He came he was ready. There was
Yeah,
some good spots. Both of them looked
yeah.
good. I just like Shinsuke getting a win, so I'm biased on this.
I mean,
Sorry.
it's just we've seen this.
I know, but it's not as bad as the Street Profits, and well, we'll get into
Which,
that
yeah,
one.
we'll get into that one. But yeah, I mean, it was an okay match. This was good for the kickoff show. There was nothing really here that was like surprising or special, other than like I guess Lince Dorado and Kalisto have put their differences aside,
Mhm.
and they are okay now. So everything's good at the Lucha House Party.
Yay. Lucha, lucha. Next.
So next, we kick off the actual show. This was the Intercontinental Ladder match between Jeff Hardy, the current champion, Sami Zayn, the champion,
I like how you have that question mark right there. And AJ
and
was like, what the
AJ
hell happened
Styles.
to my belt? He's just mad. Where's my belt at? I didn't lose. That's
Yeah.
AJ. That's my AJ Styles voice.
Yep.
I tried. I tried. I'm sorry, AJ. I tried. I know.
Yeah, this match was good. I think that I was actually surprised. I did not think they were going to give Sammy the belt. I thought that AJ was either going to win it or Jeff Hardy was going to keep it.
Yeah, you were so adamant. They're like, they're not gonna give the belt to Sammy.
Yeah, so I was actually surprised by Sammy. There were some scary spots here, which every ladder match has.
Yeah.
I'm so surprised Jeff Hardy is willing to throw his body around like that.
The Hardys are crazy. That's what
Yeah.
basically comes down to. I mean, when he did that ladder spot with Sammy was on it, right? When he came
Yep.
down, I'm like, the dude looked like there was no finesse in that move. He just flipped and landed.
Yeah, he just
like,
throws.
I was like,
his
damn.
body.
Like, I thought Darby Allin was careless the way he throws his body. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I've been wrong this whole time. Jeff is still doing it. He's still the king of that.
AJ Styles did good in this match.
Yeah, he was amazing as usual.
Yeah, I think there was. I think Sami Zayn and Jeff Hardy had some of the best parts in here.
Yeah. Yeah. Surprisingly.
Oh, Mighty Migs. Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Mighty Migs?
The ending. Again, I don't know if it's McMahon who likes messing with people's earlobes that are like that, but that came into play again.
Yeah, that one where he was like slanted. Oh, he put up another comment. Yeah, that one. I think that's a slanted one where he goes over and he kind of gets buckled and looks like he folds like a sandwich underneath it. Like, yeah, I said he looked like Smooth Criminal from Michael Jackson, man. He had that lean real quick.
There's a fine line between reckless and fearless, but
yeah, you're kind of bridging on the fact that when he hits 50, man,
waking
up in the morning is gonna suck.
Not to take anything away from Jeff Hardy, it's great. It's just when he does some of his moves, I don't want to see another really bad injury like how Matt Hardy took one.
Yeah, it was like back. I mean, just thinking back at the Hardys in their prime, and even looking after that. You watch them, you get excited, you get entertained. You know, there's going to be some amazing spots. But watching it now, it makes me almost cringe a little bit. Like that last part, like the last flip that he had on Sammy. Like now, I'm like, damn. Like you don't have to keep doing all the spots. Do one or two.
I think that's how you know we're getting old, where we're like,
Like, dude, if I'm hurting, I can't
that's
even.
dangerous.
Stop it. No, but like if I'm putting Bengay
Yeah,
and Icy Hot in my shoulder and I'm not flipping off ladders, like I
yeah.
can't even imagine how they feel, you know?
I kind of like the fact that Sami Zayn outsmarted them with the handcuffs, and I want to see if Sami Zayn is going to try to celebrate with Cesaro and Nakamura.
Yeah, yeah. I want to see that come out. What is it, tomorrow? No, they're on
Yeah,
SmackDown, right?
no,
No, yeah, they're on SmackDown.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, it'll be
damn it, we
Friday.
have to
Yeah.
we have to wait till Friday.
Yeah, it'd be Friday. But I'm kind of over the whole thing that, like, okay, yes, Hardy had plugs in his ears. Yes, there's holes in his ears. Y'all, people make holes in their bodies. It's not like this just happened yesterday.
No, I
You
feel like
know,
that's something that McMahon does. Like, oh, you crazy putting holes in your ears. Oh my God, we should put handcuffs on it.
yeah, yeah, you
But
know,
no, this was a really good match to start off with. There were some moments where you're kind of like worried for their safety, and like, see, I was cheering for Sami Zayn, so I
yeah,
was happy with the ending. It was one face versus two heels, which I was like, man, Hardy's gonna have to overcome the odds,
yeah,
and at one point I actually thought, I'm like, are they gonna have Hardy climb with the ladder stuck to his ear? Like, because
yeah,
that would have been crazy, because he was walking up there with the ladder.
yeah,
That would have been a cool sight, but it would have been really scary because he could have easily slipped with it. So I'm glad they kind of didn't go with it.
yeah. No, this is probably one of my favorite matches of the night. It was really good. There was a lot of good spots for everybody. It was just, I don't know, like maybe people didn't know what to expect in this match, if they were actually going to go for it. I don't know. I don't know how old he is. I'll look it up while we're talking about it. Yeah, I mean, shoot. I'm surprised he could get up right now.
Yeah, tomorrow's gonna be rough. What are you guys
Yeah,
talking about?
you know, and like I'm all for, you know, like,
Mhm.
you know, people going, I had some conversation with people going about Matt and how he got injured. And it's like, look, you know, you could make your own decisions not to do these things anymore. But yeah, he's 43. 44 is gonna suck. 44 is gonna suck for Jeff Hardy. But they ought to make both decisions. They're big boys when they decide to basically.
I like Sammy's new style. I want that logo that he has as a
Yeah,
T-shirt. I would
with
buy it.
the mouth over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, he did shave. He had it. He had the pandemic beard for a minute there. He was
Yeah,
really getting the Sami Zayn vibes.
no, I just shaved because after that pandemic beard where I let it grow super long, I was like, no, I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
So I'm
And
just
I mean, his hair's getting there too, though.
yeah,
So
I'm letting my hair grow out, so I can only choose one or the other because it gets kind of crazy. So that's why I have that Golden Girls kind of hairstyle going on.
Golden Girls. No, but I was definitely. You didn't think Sammy was gonna win. I knew they were gonna put it on him. I had faith in Sammy bringing the gold back to us. He was everybody. He was already the champion. Everybody had to twist it.
Yeah, this match was really good.
Yeah, yeah.
No, man, Sammy does not suck. Come on.
Come on. He's not that bad. He's a really, I mean, he makes things entertaining.
Yeah.
He like kind of like still doing he's like that guy that always talks shit to people. You know, he inserts himself into situations that
Yeah.
are not good. He likes to rile people up.
I want a babyface Sammy though. We haven't had babyface Sammy
Yeah.
for the longest. I don't like how they did babyface Sammy in the main roster. I liked them in NXT.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be good. Kevin Owens isn't doing anything. Have that whole thing come up again where Sammy's the babyface, Kevin Owens is the heel in that.
Yeah, he just looked like a little commie bastard coming out there today. He just like you knew he was gonna start shit. Just the way he looks all Che Guevara
Yeah.
looking, you know, like he
Yeah.
was ready to get in people's faces, to be sneaky, and of course he didn't upset us.
Yeah,
So this was a good match.
Yeah, I'm kind of glad though that AJ didn't win it because I think AJ needs to be in the main title picture,
Yeah,
and not in the mid card belt.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
oh my God, Sammy and Nakamura NXT match, probably one of the best ones.
They do.
Yeah,
They do. They're like it's like they had to be the stereotypical book like good people. He is though. That's what
Yeah.
makes him good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, they really don't know how to. I don't know. It's very cookie cutter when they do people that are good. It's very almost superhero like.
Yeah.
Like they had to
Well,
wear. It's very for me for me, I know I'm probably gonna get shit for this. They're very Captain America, where they had to look and be perceived a certain way, and they can't be outside the mold. Even they can't, like, what if you did stray a little bit to be a heel, but you're not a heel, but you stand up for things that happen, you know? So I like Sammy, but you know, like they really can't book baby faces that well.
We'll get to that. Oh, okay. Thanks for that information.
Thank you.
Legion of Doom Road Warriors Facebook group.
Definitely, guys.
New
check
animal shirt, 100% proceeds goes to the animal family. Yeah,
we're really big on that. We did the Owen Hart ones too,
Yeah.
like knowing that they're, you know, the proceeds go to good causes. Thank you, Victor, for letting us know.
So it's in the Facebook group.
Yeah,
that's where they have it. Okay.
I'm pretty sure we could Google that too.
Yeah.
All right, next match.
So then we get R-Truth as a prospector.
Little Jimmy comes back.
And Drew Gulak kind of surprises him and takes the 24/7 championship from prospector R-Truth.
So I'm confused. I didn't watch like this last week. Why does Truth have a wig on? I mean, I know he's being incognito.
He was incognito. I think it's because it was called the Rush for Gold. So he was a gold prospector.
There you go. That makes all types of sense. He did.
Yeah, Sami Zayn is a socialist warrior there.
In real life.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, like R-Truth is funny. This bit is funny. Yeah. A lot of people don't like the 24/7 title, but you know what? For what it's worth,
it's cool. For a quick laugh.
It's good for a quick laugh. Truth's really good for that. The kids love them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm surprised that Drew Gulak came around and did that. That was weird.
Yeah,
it's a real pick, you know, for him. But then we get into the Raw Women's Championship match: Asuka versus Zelina Vega.
This was decent. It wasn't the best match Asuka has had, but I like some of the counters that her and Zelina were able to pull through.
Yeah. It was. Zelina knows how to wrestle, but we don't see her wrestle, so I don't know if we ever get to really. He can come off a little bit. Yeah.
I think that what R-Truth needs is for somebody to hit him over the head, where all of a sudden he is like beat straight and he starts being booked like how he was booked in Impact, and maybe make him join the Hurt Business or something and have him just be like this badass.
So wait, he has like the Saturn syndrome where you hit him and he's like not stupid?
Yes, and then later on he gets hit in the head again against maybe Drew McIntyre when he's going for the belt with the Claymore, and then he goes
yells
back to being,
Yahtzee,
and then goes back to being this kind of R-Truth.
Dude, what that whole story with Saturn, that is like one of the memories I hold on to most as growing up. But yeah, you know, that'd be different to see him like kind of like on a straight and narrow. Yeah, maybe that would be something for him.
Just coming off as a badass, like starting to get some wins, book him for him to go against Drew, and then all of a sudden he takes a Claymore too hard to the head, and
it's gotta be a Claymore. Damn, poor Truth. Oh yeah, but this match was interesting.
That's what I'm talking about. Get him to be Ron Killings.
This match was interesting. I'm glad Zelina got a few moves, and she definitely wasn't ready for Asuka. It was weird. A lot of people were kind of like dismissing the fact that she can wrestle, but we just never get to see her wrestle. So I really hope that she can grow into a character now that she's no longer a manager.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, it was a decent match. It wasn't a throwaway match. The match still went long. For what it's worth, you know, and there wasn't a lot of like off time moments in it. But yeah, I enjoyed it. Yeah, so.
Yeah, some more support for R-Truth.
Yeah, he is, especially like since he's a little bit older, so. Yeah.
I
don't know how I feel
about this. Keith Lee should be going for the main belt, but I could, yeah. I mean, it's gonna be a good match. Bobby Lashley versus Keith Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zelina Vega does look great.
Yeah, Zelina Vega's her look, her cosplay look, her love for video games, and you know, all things geeky always shines through in her persona and her gear. She's a fiery attitude, but she does know, like she used to wrestle before she became a manager. And it just sucks because like if you don't really have time to hone in on your talent, just like how we always talk about AEW, like women's talent, how can you get better? So for me, like for her not really ever getting the spotlight like she deserves and stop being treated as a rag doll. They throw her around a lot like how AJ Lee used to be thrown around a lot in the beginning. And then finally, if they give her a chance to actually, improve her talents, then we'll actually be able to see a different side of Zelina, which I really do want to see.
Keith Lee should have all the titles.
What is he freaking
Thanos?
Thanos, yeah, with the Infinity Gauntlet of titles. No, he ain't gonna take down the big dog. We'll get into that. He can't have all the titles. Nope.
Yeah, so it was a decent match for what it was. But they definitely need to figure out something for Asuka. I was hoping that we were going to get a surprise appearance from somebody new after the match, but all we ended up getting was just Zelina Vega kicking Asuka. So this thing is not over. We're probably going to see another Zelina versus Asuka match coming up.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's COVID. Before this, I mean, like we used to see videos of her doing stuff in her ring with, her hubby, which we all know is an amazing athlete. It's just one of those things. I don't know. For what it's worth, she rose to the occasion. A lot of other people could have floundered in the position. I think we've seen a lot worse matches in WWE. And we've seen a lot shorter matches in other, promotions. So for what it's worth, I think they did good.
Oh man, yeah, that's WWE booking. We'll get the same thing for because we're at the time with WWE where they don't know what to do until Royal Rumble. That's when we actually get real storylines because we're gonna get holidays, we're gonna get all this stuff. So yeah, we're gonna keep seeing a lot of repeat matches.
That's why I felt like this Bobby Lashley and Apollo Crews thing, man. Can we bury this already? See, the problem I have with that one is Asuka versus Bianca Belair. People love Asuka. Do you want to heal Bianca Belair? Because people love Bianca Belair. So if you have her take the title again, everybody always turns on people who take the title from Asuka.
And then you don't want to have Bianca Belair lose to Asuka, and you don't want Asuka to take a loss already. So it's kind of like, but that would be an interesting match for them to build up to. I would love to see that because that'll be a hell of a
talent.
match.
That's talent right there. That's a good match. But there has to be a clear heel. Like Bianca has to just not be like a fan favorite because Asuka, she's not a heel at heart. She's just a funny, happy baby face.
I could see Bianca be the one to take the belt from Asuka, from the people they have in the roster right now. So they could build that up. They could start building Bianca up, give her some wins.
As long as it's a good storyline, I'm okay. I'm a huge Asuka fan. But if it's a good storyline, Bianca's damn good in the ring, and I'm behind that. So. What happens? What? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh.
That is the truth. # truth to that last said. The issue is WWE doesn't do good matches. So we're thinking, so Bianca match would be great, right? Yeah. But we all know we're gonna get all of a sudden a match like on Monday, and then she'll lose the belt, and people will lose their shit. Like that's how it's gonna happen.
They can't do the same thing they do to Sasha to Bianca.
No, I'm talking about to Asuka. Like, and then they're gonna bury Asuka. She has some of the most views on YouTube for just one of her videos. Like her videos alone kill it. People love this girl. Like you got to give her a chance to hold this belt for a little longer. So that's just my thing. I just hope that she does keep it for a while. But if she has to lose it, please give me a story that matters. I don't care if it's Bianca.
Asuka might not lose her belt to the Rumble. That's what I'm thinking.
And because like there's all those rumors about Tessa, and if it's gonna be somebody that's everybody hates, shit, that's somebody everybody hates.
Tessa would be interesting to bring her into the Rumble as a surprise.
Yeah.
But so we go into the U.S. Championship: Bobby Lashley versus Apollo Crews. Apollo Crews comes out with Trey Miguel. Ricochet.
I hate you. Don't be hating on Trey like that. Don't be doing Trey. He's Warrior Wrestling's new champ, man. Don't be doing that to him. That's true.
That is true.
See, but Asuka, when she loses, it hurts her character because she gets buried a little bit. See, and they never give Asuka a good ending. It's always crap.
No, I love Charlotte Flair, but you know what that means.
That means Asuka's gonna lose.
She's getting that gold. There's no chance we're gonna get Bianca
No storytelling.
now.
But going back to Bobby Lashley and Apollo Crews, you could tell already by the beginning of this match that they had the mics on people today. You could hear what's his face? Was it MVP?
Yeah, MVP.
Talking crap to Apollo, saying we gave you a chance, we came to you. We gave you an opportunity to make a decision. So like you could already tell that they mic'd up some people tonight, and that rolls into the main event that we have. But it was a decent match. I hope it squashes what's going on already. I don't see what else they can do with Apollo Crews at this point. Like you said, it'd be better if it's a Keith Lee type thing, and maybe he teams up with Apollo Crews and there's a whole like babyface faction with Ricochet. Give them something to do. I don't know.
Yeah. My only issue with this is that the Hurt Business comes out as baby faces when they're going against the Retribution, but then they come off as heels when they're going against Apollo Crews and Ricochet.
Yeah,
it's like I'm not sure what they're supposed to be, unless they're supposed to be just in betweeners or something. But they need to clarify that a little bit more.
Yeah, definitely. What do we have here? Bailey. Wait, no, yeah. So Bailey did have a match. Yes, she purposely.
Well, she lost, but she retained. Due to disqualification.
Yeah. Coward's way. See, but my thing is, I don't think he's making it up as he goes, though.
I think they both are right now.
No, see, AEW makes it up as they go, and they rush things sometimes. It becomes a little bit like, why did they go with this angle? WWE gets stuck in a storyline, and they basically turtle their way, so you get the same matches per pay-per-view, per Monday night, per SmackDown. And so we keep saying the same story, and there really is no progression. And when there finally is, we're like, wait, that's it? You know what I mean? Like, there's no real payoff. Like, we're going to get a payoff in some storylines at AEW because they're building this friction. And you really see it. Like, the Bobby Lashley and, Apollo Crews, we've seen this already.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired. Like, dude, I would be tired of fighting. It's like, dude, I'm done.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You made your point.
They need to give us a little bit more variety of matches.
Yeah.
They have such a huge roster. For them to keep giving us the same stuff over and over, it kind of gets a little redundant, where it's like, I'm just gonna skip this week's show or whatever. But
yeah,
Apollo lose.
No.
Yeah,
he's a good wrestler. People were saying, where the hell were they at? I'm like, damn, they didn't even get any time.
T-Bone and Slapjack were busy on Twitter.
I hate you. There was a sale at Spirit Halloween, and they got the 20% off coupon and needed to get different face masks.
They're going to get new mask and paint. The Thunderdome had some weird sound being fed into it, like the foot stomping was just kind of a little too weird. Like, it seems like they got the video game sounds and they were just feeding it into the arena.
Oh my God, that's a good point. Because I mean, we went to a couple of their live matches. I never really heard the foot stomps that much from WWE crowds. They get the claps. The claps go, but the foot stomps.
They should do something where on your app you could decide what you want to do. Like, if more people are voting for "This is awesome," then do the "This is awesome" chant. But like,
oh, that's innovative. I like.
Just put it into voting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the WWE does not keep creative people. And then the thing about creative people there is that they'll come up with storylines, and then McMahon comes in and just throws them away, and they're like, nope, this is what we're doing today.
Yeah. Yeah.
Retribution don't do pay-per-views. Okay. One thing about Retribution. So they're calling other people like, oh, you're getting that money, you're getting all this stuff, but they just signed contracts with WWE. So
we're not supposed to know who they are.
Well, no,
nobody watched the program on Wednesday. What takeover?
Ronda Rousey returning would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm with that.
They need her.
Yeah, without the Nightman makeup, though.
Yeah, I do like what MVP is doing with the Hurt Business.
MVP is like Eddie Kingston in AEW right now. You're getting all these guys around you, and he's up to something.
Yeah. So Bobby Lashley beats Apollo Crews and retains. So we go to the Raw Tag Team Championship.
This was crap.
versus Andrade and Angel Garza for the 100th time. Even my voice cracked there.
I know.
100th time?
You know, seriously,
We've seen this match so many times.
That poison bit, I'm like, what are we watching? Like the Days of Our Lives or something like that? Yeah. Where like, oh, did you poison? Like that was such a telenovela. Like that was not even like, that was such a stupid angle. And they're all good athletes, except that it's just, I'm sick. Once again, they have no tag team division.
And you know what's the worst part, right?
Huh.
The way the match ended.
Oh yeah, the
kicked
botch.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
That means that this is going to keep going. We're going to probably see it on
if we see it
Monday.
Because Garza looked like he was injured. Yeah, Garza looked like he was injured. So I don't even know.
Yeah,
and that means Andrade is going to disappear. Comes back. Yeah, like because I mean, if he's not in a tag team, what are they going to do in Andrade?
Yeah,
nothing. I don't know how they're not building a tag team division. Like, how are you sleeping on your tag team division? Their tag team division is horrible.
Yeah, it's because you keep on just giving us the same tag team matches. I don't know. I think they need to combine both belts. They should have just done Shinsuke and Cesaro versus Street Profits and winner takes all. Because it's getting so redundant what they're doing with their tag team division that it's just a joke at this point.
Mighty Migs, you're killing me today. Why are you on fire today? It hasn't been 3 months. I mean, is it the 90-day clause where they got storyline has to go for 90? We're gonna see this at next WrestleMania. Yeah, it's just one of those things. It's just like if the Street Profits were to win, that's fine. But the fact that is that he kicked out pisses me off. You know.
So I'm gonna be Tortilla. That's my retribution.
You're gonna be Tortilla?
That's gonna be my retribution name.
I'm gonna be Cheeto Puff.
Cheeto Puff.
It was either gonna be that or Chicky Nuggets. But I like Cheeto Puff.
But they already have the smoke. The Street Profits, I think that they should just get them to get the belts from Shinsuke and Cesaro, and then just have them be tag team champions, not Raw or SmackDown, just a combined, and then build the tag team division around them because they're a legit tag team.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what they need to do because it's like we're seeing the Street Profits like stuck in limbo. Like this is hell for them. Like, could you imagine fighting the same two guys over and over and over?
Yeah, they should be able to go to both brands. There shouldn't be no brand clause for the tag team. It should be all brands, all tag teams. Because then you would have the Viking Raiders. You would have New Day. You would have Shinsuke and
Gran Papitas.
I hate you.
Yeah, I can't believe they got rid of AOP.
That's such a waste. Like, see, once again, it's like, dude, like Impact is growing their tag team. Let's not even talk about AEW because it feels like all we get is tag teams. But it's just, I don't know what's going on. They're like, they can really let them be organically together as a tag team. Like some of these people start their own thing. Let them start their own thing. Like, I don't understand why it's so hard. But there's nobody, and I'm sick and tired of seeing the same matches. I really don't even have to watch Raw or SmackDown because most of the time I get the play-by-plays by some other show, and then we watch the pay-per-view, and it's like, damn, there was no story progression.
Yeah, because it literally seems like we've seen this matches since, what was it, WrestleMania? No, WrestleMania, it was the Viking Raiders. It was after WrestleMania that they went into the endless feud with Andrade and Angel Garza. Before that, they were in an endless feud with the Viking Raiders.
Yeah. But all right, what's the next match?
So on the next match, we get Drew Gulak versus R-Truth. R-Truth gets the belt back.
Yep. He's such an idiot. Next match.
The next match, we go to Bayley coming out and saying that she challenges anybody to come out and for her belt, and then she's like, well, nobody's coming out, you can raise my hand. And then we get Asuka come out and challenge for the SmackDown women's belt, which Bayley legitimately sold it that she was actually like petrified of Asuka.
Yeah, and for a minute there I was like, Asuka 2 belts? No, they would never do that. It's something.
Then yeah, they should just drop it because even the women's tag team.
I even forgot they did that. I forgot they dropped that match today. Yeah, that was on there. You're horrible. Next.
Yeah,
Well, look where FTR is at now. And the
and
Good Brothers are right behind them, going to get that Impact belts.
yeah.
So, I mean, there's talent there.
Yeah.
I mean, and the Good Brothers sold themselves on storytelling for the first few weeks at Impact. And it was good. It was a good angle. Like, you dropped the ball and everything. They could have had a stupid-ass Bullet Club. Go! I hate McMahon so much.
Speaking of the Bullet Club, did you see that Finn Balor said he wants to reunite the Bullet Club? Him, AJ Styles, and Adam Cole.
He needs to see. You know what? I don't even want to talk to that kid. with that Balor Club bull crap. Nobody that it never even caught on to being like the Bullet Club. He tried so hard. Yeah, basically, I can't.
So yeah, Asuka and Bayley have a decent match going on here, but it's mostly Bayley just trying to escape Asuka. Asuka's still selling that her right arm is injured, so she's not able to actually get complete control over the match.
Yeah.
And then Bayley decides enough is enough, so she gets her chair because she is now the chairwoman of the WWE and hits Asuka. Asuka wins the match, Bayley retains, but then we get Sasha Banks coming out to beat the crap out of Bayley and get revenge on Bayley. She was selling a neck injury.
Looking like Aaliyah with a neck injury.
Her outfit was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Because Aaliyah had the same little outfit on, but she had a white choker, so it fit with the neck brace. And I'm just like, this girl, no, she didn't. So it was a good angle. I don't know. I mean, Asuka looked badass. She looked like a bullet when she came out, and she was swinging. Like for a minute there, if they would have played that out, that would have been insane. But they weren't gonna play it out. But
yeah, that would have been smart. See, again, when she's like, "Oh, no one's gonna come out," I was like, "Oh, maybe this is where Tessa comes out."
Still very hopeful for somebody new to shake up the roster a little bit.
Yeah, I think they or like how Mighty Mick says, this is a good chance for Peyton to raise her stock.
Yeah. Ain't that the truth? God. Has it been that long?
Yeah, man, this is crazy because like it's sad because Bayley and Sasha have been doing some really good storytelling. And I can only imagine what it would have been like how Joe says, if they had a crowd there, because that would have been huge. Like this would have been super deafening. It would have like gotten the whole arena woken up.
I mean, just think back to how close we were to not getting Edge coming back without a crowd. We were super close to not having him come back at the Royal Rumble. Like we were just weeks away from things happening. Well, a month and about a month away.
Yeah,
that would have been tragic because his face alone, it still still gives me that emotional adrenaline of like the way he just looked when he came out. If we wouldn't have a crowd, he probably wouldn't have came back this year.
That was the pre-Rona days.
The pre-Rona days, man. Almost a year, guys. Almost a year.
Yeah, God. Yeah, but that was such a good surprise. Yeah, the Dudley Boys were another good team. WWE needs to do something with the tag team division.
Yeah. Shut up, Kevin.
So yeah, this is setting up for Sasha versus Bayley. When do you think we're actually going to get it? I thought they were going to stretch it out a little bit more towards the Rumble or even giving this match in WrestleMania.
I feel like it's going to be Hell in a Cell. I feel like Sasha's going to want to beat the heck out of Bayley inside of a cage. That'd be entertaining.
Yeah, maybe Bayley could sleaze her way out because I think if there is a chance of having a crowd at WrestleMania, Sasha beating Bayley at WrestleMania could be a really good moment for her.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to looking at like outdoor arenas and really considering how to set something up like that.
Yeah, but they WrestleMania, they have done it in outdoor arenas, so
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, they'd have to. It has to do a lot of planning, but I don't think they're gonna slow burn this anymore.
No, especially if what they were saying is true, that Charlotte Flair is getting ready to come in and Ronda Rousey, they're gonna want to just get those storylines going.
Yep. Yeah.
So then we go with the WWE Championship ambulance match: Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton
versus all the legends.
Yeah,
and one wing of the Hall of Fame.
I like the fanfare that they did here, but Hell in a Cell. Okay, yeah. So Hell in a Cell will be that might be interesting because they do need a big feud for Hell in a Cell. I think that it's been missing in the previous Hell in a Cells for a couple of years now, so that might actually be a really good match.
What else do we get after that? Survivor Series, right?
Joe says that the Rumble. So yeah, we get Hell in a Cell, we get Survivor Series, then we get TLC, and then the Rumble.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, WrestleMania might be in Florida. It might be because I don't see what other state, Florida or Texas, are probably the only ones that have lifted restrictions to the point where they could do that.
Yeah, but they still got to play it safe. I mean, like even AEW, runs into issues, but they do have, not saying not blaming indie talent, but things happen. And the WWE's had their share of people getting sick. So I don't know.
Yeah, so we might start getting some Hell in a Cell with the crowd might be interesting for Sasha versus Bayley.
Yeah, they said 4 weeks for that. So
yeah, they're gonna have to
think of something.
I'm pretty sure McMahon is aching to get some people in, and if AEW is already doing it, I'm pretty sure McMahon's like, all right, we got to do this.
Oh yeah, he's not gonna want to be behind the cusp any longer. He'll find some way to make it better.
Yeah. So back to the Drew McIntyre. I thought that I appreciated the fan service with all the surprise appearances, but it kind of made Drew look weak, in my opinion.
It did because it made Randy Orton look super strong and devastating that they had to have all these legends come out and perform either their finisher, some sort of enabling hit to him. It sold that Drew was injured, but I'm not sure if the injury he had was sustainable to the point where he looked like it had to come off that week. So yeah, it's a good spot. It was a good match for the fan service. Randy Orton sold the hell out of every shot that he got. So the boy knows how to get his paycheck, and he stretches that dollar because he sold it. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I really wish the Edge would have been there to spear his ass too. That would have been I would have been at 10. Then I would have been like, I'm all for the fan service. So I felt a little, I really wanted it.
Yeah, I could see Orton coming back out and saying, "You didn't beat me. You needed
17,000 people."
Yeah, Shawn Michaels,
the Christian. Souls of the legends. he's like doing some Naruto thing, like calling out. I'm calling Ric Flair.
Yeah, you felt more bad for Randy at the end. I was like, man, like all the odds were against them.
Dude, when he went to go, like, he sold the best part that Randy had the whole match is when he went to go and raise freaking Drew's leg on the ambulance, and he was like, "Oh, I forgot, it's not a regular match," and he looked like shit. And so he grabs freaking Drew. He sold that. It was so good. Like, so the match was good. Like, it's supposed to be entertainment. That's part of their name. This match definitely delivered that. And once again, the card in itself in its entirety actually wasn't that bad. So this match actually kind of like brought the momentum back. It had some funny moments because you see some of the people that you do like. But yeah,
Ric Flair at the end with like, I'm like, no, don't have him drive. Don't let him drive.
It's a wild load. Boy can't handle that.
Yeah, like I'm like, oh no, stop him. He's gonna hit somebody.
He's gonna hit the Thunderdome.
I was hoping Edge was gonna come out,
but
yeah, you save him for Mania because it's gonna be the best match ever.
Wait, didn't we have that already? That's the greatest match. The sequel, part 2, part 2. So do we have after this?
So after this, we get Roman Reigns as the champion, the Universal Champion, versus Jey Uso. I think this is a story of 2 matches. The beginning match is really good. I liked how they set it up. I liked the promos that they were setting up about how Roman Reigns and Jey Uso, Roman was always seen as the next big star from the family. Jey was kind of just there. He's the youngest. Jey and his brother, he always needed his brother for his career. Jey has never really done singles. So I like how they were setting up Jay as this ultimate babyface. I liked how Roman was coming off as this ultimate heel. The match in the beginning, I thought was good. It was entertaining. Yeah.
The vignette story that they had, the package having like, you know, Rikishi and things like that. Like it was a really good, compelling story. And in the beginning, I like, yeah, Flair. Somebody need to give him that guy a DUI blow test because I'm pretty sure he was not safe to drive that ambulance.
That's so popular,
Yes.
man.
And that's what I'm trying to say. Like the beginning part, like I like the heat. I like the whole like that he was bringing the heat. He was talking. I like to have the mics on because you don't get Roman talking a lot. People always give him crap for not being able to deliver promos. So you have this heel look. He's straight face. He's about to beat the hell out of his own family member, and then it was like you're talking too much. And we've seen Jay and Jimmy Uso get the shit beaten out of them, so we know they know how to fight. And there wasn't a lot of fighting in this match. And that's the part that started like, I was like, okay, are they going to fight? Once are they going to really get to it? You know, once Jay was on the offense, you got more spots, you got more high fly, you got more, you know, action. And that's what pissed me off a little bit. Like I wanted a little bit more. And then when Jimmy came out, I was mad. I hate the ending of this match. The ending of this match pissed me off.
Yeah, I think when Roman kind of had this match wrapped up, and then he just starts saying, I want you to call me Chief. It's like it started taking the air away from the match where it just became like that was all our faces. We were like, what's going on? Like, this is stupid now.
Well, it's like when you throw in the towel, it's like, no, what should have happened is that he should have pinned Jay. Jay should have been pinned. Roman could have been like, you know, holding up his arm with the ref, you know, freaking, you know, Paul could have came in the ring, and then he proceeds to beat the living hell out of Jay. Yeah. So then Jimmy comes out saying like, bro, what's up? You know, like, dude, we're still family. It's over with. It's done with. We get it. He's like, no, he still got to call me Chief. Like now he knows his place. If he would have drilled it in at the end, it would deliver the point. Yeah. The ending would have wrapped up. It's like a storybook, man. It's like a novel. Like you just like you shot to the ending. Yep. There was no payoff, and I didn't feel like it was so stupid. Yep. Like throwing a towel. Like really, I didn't know we were doing this kind of storytelling.
It should have been like how you said, where Roman pins Jay, and then he proceeds to beat him up until he tells him that he's the Chief. Then Jimmy comes out. Man, you could even have Naomi come out. You could have had even Rikishi come out, and like just make Roman this ultimate heel. You know, just make him seem like he wants the respect from all of them. He wants the respect from the family. But yeah, instead we get this weird ending.
Yeah, a lot of people don't like Roman, and that's cool. He was one of those wrestlers that came out and they really wanted to make sure he was kind of like another Cena. Kids like them. He sold a lot. A lot of people, you know, he was that really good baby face. And I respect the fact that he decided to switch to heel and actually embrace that. A lot of people won't do that because you're seen as this person that kids idolize and things like that. So for him to take on the heel way, I was like, I'm cool with that. Yeah. It was too much. It wasn't a threat. Yeah, I mean, it was decent.
Yeah, it was a decent pay-per-view. I just think that the ending of this match kind of probably dropped it for me a little bit.
Yeah, it got a little uncomfortable. It was like, you know, call me daddy. It was like weird. It's like, say my name. And I'm just like, bro.
And they played so much on the whole Samoan thing. Like, this is my island. Call me Chief. I'm the one that brings the food to the fam.
Like, yo, I thought Tama Tonga was going to roll up all of a sudden. He's like, family. He's like, excuse me? Like, you know, I thought it was going to be a Bullet Club. He was going to come in all swinging and shit. Like, I really, like, he was going super deep. And for a minute there, I'm like, you know, he had the fire. And that was cool. You know, and then when Jay was on the offense, like, nah, I'm not calling you that. Not today, bro. Like, it was cool, but then there should have been a match. You know what I mean? There should have been a payoff. And it's cool if there was a part where they wanted to do a handicap. He was like, you know what? I can take all you off. It could have been storytelling, but I don't know. It just, it had so much potential.
I do want to see The Rock and Roman. And I hope Brock puts over Roman and they don't end up doing what they always do in WWE, where the legend always ends up beating the current star.
Because, you know, the other current star doesn't have to make a living. No. You know, they don't have to rebuild their character.
Yeah. I don't
Alistair
really.
versus the he who
The
we
one
would
we
not
will
name.
not name.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I have a
even
lot of friends that hate him so damn hard. They hate Roman.
yeah, yeah.
I did.
The end was just too much, I think.
If The Rock would have showed up at the end and laid out Roman, even though he won, that would have been a way to end a damn
You know
pay-per-view.
what I want this rivalry to end with: The Rock and Roman in two cars. They look at each other. They do that smile from the Fast and the Furious and drive away. Like,
It's
yeah.
been a long
'Cause
without you, my friend.
let's be honest though, like if we're gonna talk about who brings the most money to the family, I guess The Rock is the chief.
You know what though? But the name was already there though. You know what I mean? The bloodline was already there. I mean,
Yeah.
like we talked about this, like what The Rock did is he bought like the movie theatrics into the ring. Like he was always meant to be a bigger than life type of star.
Yeah.
You know, but
Yeah, the Rock was a larger than life character.
dude, I'm sorry. All I want to do is see you like transpose the faces of Roman and The Rock on that scene. That's all I can do. With that really creepy, I mean, you know, rest in peace. His face was so creepy CGI for a second there. It was so weird. I hate you so much for that. That's all I got. That's all I got. But and all in all, yeah, I give it about a 7. I'm gonna go with Victor around there. It was a good pay-per-view.
Yeah, I'm just gonna give it.
I hate you. It wasn't that bad.
No, it's not that the pay-per-view as a whole was bad. It's just you want to leave me wanting to tune into Raw tomorrow. You want to leave me going like, oh my God, what's gonna happen from this? And if Roman would have just would have won and beat the crap out of him instead of this whole look at my camera, that's my camera, say I'm the chief. It was just like, bro, it started getting cringe. Like I was just kind of like uncomfortable. Like, why do you want to be called chief now? Like,
yeah, I'm like in lineage in your culture, you ain't nothing yet. There's a lot of old blood behind you still. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, to be real.
Yeah, Roman, just keep sending those checks to your mama in Samoa. Make sure that they're taken care of. You got a long way before you're called chief.
Yeah, it was one of those things. Yeah, but no, it was a good pay-per-view.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The Rock has done way more than anybody in his lineage right now. Like, although I would like to see New Japan actually bring Tama Tonga, allow Tama Tonga to come to WWE and be like, you ain't the chief.
And Tama Tonga, Tamaloa came up with their like Iron Man looking mask and showed up Bullet Club style. They ain't ready.
Yeah, rest in peace to Animal who joined Hawk now. Like,
yeah,
he was so young too. He was young, and
yeah, he was. There once again when some of the tag teams we have now, they're relevant for the time period that we're in right now. Yeah. But I don't know if they're ever going to leave the mark that some of these great people have left.
And the Road Warriors is another tag team that WWE never really booked correctly.
Yeah,
they were so much bigger outside of WWE.
Yeah,
and they just never were able to. Partly because of some of the problems that they were going through with substance abuse and stuff like that. But it's just. If you go back and watch some of the old pay-per-views, it's crazy because most of the people in those pay-per-views, a lot of them are no longer with us, and it's kind of sad. No. You go back to some of the WrestleManias, we've lost so many superstars that it's kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good pay-per-view. Like I said, it's just the ending got me a little bit too much.
Yeah, same. So much underutilized talent. Yeah. You know, and for all the times that I would bash on AEW for doing so many 8-man tags or whatever, it's like at least we get to see a moment where they get to show like their skill sets and there's a storyline. So sometimes I have to watch when I actually criticize things a certain way because there is a lot of talent that's in the WWE roster we don't get to see. So even having just beef with other people and just putting them in all of a sudden a spontaneous tag match, would be at least something for these people. Tonga Loa, without a doubt. Like, dude, the both of them together.
Yeah.
I'm even like, I'll put my money on them being the Usos.
Or the Samoan Werewolf Fatu, who was supposedly in talks of actually going to WWE.
Yeah, like
he would
they're no
be.
joke.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
watered down. I think it was because they had Ultimate Warrior, so they didn't want to use their name, so they became the Legion of Doom. They changed their spike colors. They kind of like they did water them down. They should just let them be who they were in New Japan and NWA and all the other promotions that they were in.
Yeah.
But and then they already had Axe and Bash
Yeah, the replacements in the Dark Side of the Ring. That was a rough one though, actually watch.
No, I'm
too.
talking about the bootleg.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. They talked about that in Dark Side. It's rough. It's rough, some of the history between these people. Like watching They Live and knowing like Piper's gone and stuff like that. It's just sometimes it's hard to reflect on who we lost already. Yes,
So,
everybody
we'll check out the shirt and
yeah. Thank you guys for tuning in and talking a little bit about WWE. This is probably one of the best turnouts we had for a WWE pay-per-view. We usually don't get too many people to come out for it. We get more people during Impact, which is becoming fun.
There we go. Demolition. That's what I was thinking about.
There you go.
Axe and Smash. Yeah.
I mean, they were like they're not.
Axe and Smash were awesome, but yeah, I was always like, oh, they just want to. This is like the WWE version of Road Warriors.
Yeah.
But
Rush.
See, but even when they did have Demolition, they had the Natural Disasters. They had all these tag teams back then. Like they actually put thought into their tag team division.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
all right, guys. We'll probably be maybe streaming some games on our Twitch channel. We're gonna be playing some different beat 'em up type games to just pass the time while we watch Raw, probably. But definitely, for sure, if we're not on our Twitch, we'll be back here on Tuesday to review Impact.
Yep. All right. Thank you, everybody that joined. Thank you for being a part of the conversation. And yeah.
Stay safe. Take care of yourself.